Today, we are counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities who ruined their careers by far in 2022. Which one of these celebrity scandals surprised you the most in 2022? Let me know in the comments down below. With the 10th spot, Matthew Morrison. Matthew Morrison, a Tony Award nominee, is best known for his role as Will Schuester, a high school teacher and club director on the Fox musical series Glee. Morrison has been named to the judging panel for the 17th season of So You Think You Can Dance. His time on the show lasted only a few months before he was fired for failing to adhere to competition production guidelines. According to reports, Morrison allegedly sent flirty text messages to one of the contestants, who took it up with the show's producers, resulting in his dismissal. Number 9. Mason Greenwood had a lot of talent as a young soccer player and rose swiftly through the Manchester United's academy. He recorded the youngest goal ever for the team in the European Soccer League at the age of 17. On the day Greenwood was fired from his club and arrested by the police over the allegations, a young woman shared audio and video files on social media that seemed to prove that she had been physically abused by him. Since that time, Greenwood's contract with Nike has been terminated, and EA Sports has fully removed him from the FIFA video game series. In at the number 8 spot, Savage. Fred Savage rose to prominence as a child actor as Kevin Arnold on the hit ABC comedy drama The Wonder Years. When the show was rebooted in 2021, he returned as the show's director and executive producer. By May 2022, allegations of inappropriate behavior by the actor-director had surfaced, prompting the network to launch an investigation. It would not be Savage's first encounter with such allegations. In 2018, he was accused of harassment by a costume designer on the Fox comedy The Grinder. According to Young Juong, NBC ignored Savage's quote, aggressive behavior, intimidation, and constant use of profanities aimed at female employees. And while no offenses were eventually found, Savage was fired. I guess he was really living up to his last name. Number 7. Boris Johnson, the resignation of British Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister tell the House whether there was a party in Downing Street on November 1, 2022, which led to Boris Johnson's departure as British Prime Minister in July 2022? When Johnson hosted events at 10 Downing Street in 2020, it was discovered that he had broken his own COVID-19 lockdown rules. The scandal, which later became known as Partygate, was the first domino in the chain that fell into place. Then, details about Chris Pincher, the deputy chief whip for the Conservative Party, came to light, revealing that Johnson had recommended Pincher for the position despite being fully aware of the numerous allegations of misconduct against him. Just like they named Pizzagate, if you know what I mean. No coincidence there. All of these led to the resignations of several key figures in Johnson's government and eventually resulted in him stepping down as the leader of the Conservative Party. In at the 6th spot, Benjamin Mendy, a French footballer, was a left-back for Manchester City of the English Premier League in 2017. Mendy has 3 Premier League championships with Manchester City and a World Cup title with his home country of France. Mendy was charged with multiple assaults in 2021 as a result of encounters with 2 adult women and a minor. Mendy pleaded not guilty to all charges brought against him and is set to stand trial in August. He was denied bail until January 2022, when his trial date was originally set. His club then suspended him pending the outcome of the trial. With the 5th spot, we have Cuba Gooding Jr.'s assault allegations against him, which have been pending since 2019. In June of that year, the Oscar winner was accused of groping a woman in a bar. Over the next few months, he was accused by 30 women. Seems like he's pulling out his Deshaun Watson card. Due to the allegations that he inappropriately touched the women, his trial, which was scheduled for April 2020, was postponed until April 2022. Gooding Jr. pleaded guilty to forcible touching while also admitting to 2 other allegations of unwanted contact. This is a significant setback for an actor who has long sought a return to his glory days. Number 4. Kurt Zouma, a French footballer, found himself in hot water after a video of him and his pet cat surfaced online in February 2022. Zouma was seen severely abusing the poor animals while his brother was filming. This sparked outrage among fans, as well as harsh criticism from Zouma's club, West Ham United, and the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Despite condemning the actions, West Ham continued to play Zouma against their opponent, Watford. Zouma's endorsement deal with Adidas was terminated shortly after the video went viral, resulting in 2 of the club's sponsors pulling out. Zouma was later charged with cruelty to animals and sentenced to 180 hours of community service. The cats were then rescued and relocated to a new home. The third spot in this video is Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller, a budding Hollywood star, has been embroiled in numerous legal battles since the beginning of 2022. They were twice detained in Hawaii, once for a fight at a karaoke bar and again for injuring a woman after throwing a chair at her. It was also claimed that Miller had trained Native American activist Takata Iron Eyes from the time she was 12 to the time they were 23. Hollywood and its actors doing what they do best, ruining the lives of children. Since then, a number of more events have occurred, including allegedly harassing a lady and her preteen and hosting a different woman and her 3 children on their gun-filled Vermont farm. Warner Brothers are unsure about the fate of their leading position in the next film as a result of Miller's controversies. The Flash apologized and said they were receiving therapy for their mental health difficulties in a statement published on August 16th by Miller. With number 2 spot, Will Smith. The 2022 Academy Awards will be remembered not for the outstanding films that were recognized that evening, but rather for the controversy surrounding Will Smith and Chris Rock. Rock made an offensive joke about Jada Pinkett Smith when presenting the award for Best Documentary Feature. Will Smith yelled obscenities at him and decided to take matters into his own hands and arose from his seat, slapping Chris Rock in the face. Following an investigation by the Academy of Motion Pictures, the incident quickly sparked a firestorm online, with most people criticizing Smith's behavior as being unacceptable. Following the incident, the actor was prohibited from attending the Academy events for the following 10 years, and some of his forthcoming projects were also halted. Now I guess that was also a slap to the face for Will. This one is a shitty situation. Number 1. Due to the Amber Heard 2018 op-ed post, in which she identified herself as a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse, everyone was glued to the live broadcast defamation trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and everybody had an opinion. All that is certain is that Depp has several jobs lined up, while many Hollywood insiders say Heard's career in Hollywood blockbusters is effectively over as against Amber Heard. Depp has several jobs lined up, while Heard lost most of the claims to her ex-husband throughout the trial. To some, this was all simple celebrity gossip, while others viewed it as a litmus test on where society stands in the post-#MeToo era.